Hello everyone, Motivate Mike here. I'm going to pull another motivational and positive thinking message out of my famous Motivate Mike cup at random, unknown to me, and this one says, how do you right a wrong? Wow. How do you right a wrong? First thing I think of is, who did you wrong? You know, you can't be there. If you do something wrong and it's bugging you and it just won't let you alone, you're obsessed with it, and just keeps bugging you and you can't sleep and all those things. If you know you've done something wrong and wrong someone else, what do you do? How do you get rid of that? How can you live with yourself? And I would say you can't be judge and jury, right? If you're the perpetrator, you can't be the judge and jury to decide what your punishment is, right? You have to go to that person and apologize and tell them that you really apologize, and what can you do? Ask them, what can you do to make it better? That's the first step I would take. You have to approach that person. If you've wronged someone else, okay, you have to approach that person. You have to have the guts to approach that person. It's going to be tough, but you have to have the guts, and not email them and not, call them on the phone and leave a message, or, you have to walk up and have the guts. They'll know you're having, you've went out of your way and done a uncomfortable thing. They'll realize that walking up to you. They'll know it wasn't easy to confront them, and be ready with some serious, a serious, what's the word? A serious explanation of what you did and why you did it, and be ready to answer questions and be ready to spend some time. But you can't be judge and jury. If you're the perpetrator, you have to walk up, apologize, and say, well, how can I make it right? How would, what do you want me to do? What can I do? You might not hear the answer you want, you're hoping for. Especially if you have wronged somebody and it's bugging you that much, if it's really controlling your life and you really have done something seriously wrong to someone, I don't see any other way but confronting them. What can I do? How can I make this better? And it might only be time. It might just, there might just be a time thing. Time heals all wounds, they say. But in the meantime, what do you do? Just sit by and say nothing and let time go by? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to cure, especially if you've really wronged and hurt someone, and it's so much so that you can't even sleep over it, kind of thing. So if you really want to right a wrong, you're going to have to approach that person, and they're the jury. They're the judge and the jury, not you. You can't say, well, it'll go away in time, or it wasn't that bad, or that's not how it works. If you're the perpetrator, you have to go to the other person and find out your punishment. But just to approach them and say, and be ready. Think about what you're going to say. Think about what their answer back might be. How would you feel if it happened to you? If they did that to you? Exactly what you did to them, and you're the only one who knows in your mind exactly what you were thinking when you did them wrong, and especially if you did it over and over, the same thing, and finally it's just, they've confronted you about it or found out about whatever the case may be. Now what do? You have to confront them and let them know that they're the judge and the jury, and you're ready for your punishment, or hopefully there is punishment, and they don't just walk away and say, don't talk to me anymore. You have to, and if that's the case, you have to accept your punishment. So I think the first step is confronting that person sincerely, and you better get it right. You better practice and think about it and write some things down and get ready. What would you do if if they did that to you? And think about what their responses are going to be, and be truthful. And then you're going to have to pour your heart out, and if you start BSing, they're going to see right through you, and that's going to make it 10 times as worse. So you better get things ready. I would, especially if you want them to really forgive you, you better prepare yourself and get it right. But just get out there and just get started. Good things will happen. You got to make that first step, right? You got to make that first and actually do it, and be ready. Don't just, you got to take that deep breath and confront them and just tell them, lay it on the line. You really have to, if it's bothering you that much, if it's taking control of your life, and you've done something really bad, you've got to do it, or it's going to be there forever. How much time is it taking up space in your head already? Daily, weekly, monthly, a couple years now? Don't leave them a message on their phone. Don't shoot them an email. If they live across country or something, or if they moved away, whatever the case may be, you're going to have to figure it out. So, but you get confronting them in person. First off, is the best way, as far as I'm concerned. You're going to have to take whatever, you know, take whatever you get. You know, it's their feelings, not yours. You're the one who hurt their feelings, kind of thing, whatever the case may be. So they're the judge, they're the jury. Be willing to accept it, and you have to accept it. So look into it that way. What would you do? How would you feel if they did that to you? But get out there and just get started. Good things will happen to you. Click on the next clip and email me at motivatemike@yahoo.com, and I'll send you out a message that relates to a situation or problem you might be having. Be glad to put it on video for you. Click on the next clip, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.